Hello everyone. I think we should be live by now. So thanks for waiting. We're really happy to have you guys here joining to learn a bit more about SEO. And if you don't know what's SEO, just stick around. We'll go through all the details about what is it and how to get started with it. And for that reason, we brought one of our partners, Marketgoo. And Earl, who is the customer success manager out there, is going to go through the presentation with you guys, just teaching you how to work with SEO and what benefits it can bring it for you. So with no further ado, let's bring him into the chat in here and welcome him to this live session. All right. Hey, Earl, how's it going, man? Can you hear me? I think you're muted, man. There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now, man. How's it going?
Hi, everyone. My name is Earl. I'm the Customer Success Manager for Marketgoo, and I'm really looking forward to this webinar today so that we can share our expertise in our team. So thank you so much, Thiago, for that.
No problem.
And with me, actually, in the comments is my colleague, Damien. He will be looking out for the questions that might come up within the presentation. So if you guys have questions like that you want to ask us afterwards or during, please put it in the comments and we will try to answer it as soon as we can. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. So just leave a comment down below. We also have Elena here from One.com in case you guys have any questions for One.com. We also are there to help you guys out. All right. So Earl, just take it over, man. I'll leave the screen here for you so you can share your presentation as well.
Okay. Thank you so much, Thiago.
Thank you.
Okay. First of all, thank you and good day to everyone. We as a company started way back 2012, focusing on products for SEO that is catered towards SMBs. And today we will be discussing the basics and the foundation on how you can get started with your SEO. So the agenda today, we will talk about what is SEO, and we will try to
just a moment in there, man, because we cannot see your screen. Because can you share it again?
Sorry. Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. Just some technical issues here, testing a new platform. So bear with us just a moment.
Okay.
There you go. Now we can see it. All right. Go back to it. Sorry.
Live, man. This is what happens when everyone is going live. Technical issues. Anyway, so going back, this is our agenda for today. We will talk about what is SEO, search engine algorithm and SERPs, or search engine results page, why you should care about your SEO. We will also give you some tips and best practices, time and investment, and what you can achieve with SEO. And we will do a quick demo of our SEO tool later on. So let's get started. So what is SEO? You might be wondering, what's in it for me? Normally with our talks, we try to give you numbers, just so you have an idea of how impactful SEO is. And as you see here, 80% of people search for a company online before visiting small business or making a purchase with them. It could be that you are already doing it. And 1,000 more percent traffic is driven by SEO than by social media. As many as 72% of consumers perform a local search and then visit a store within 5 miles of their current location. Also, just in 2022 alone, there are about 8 billion Google searches that was made. So how amazing is that? But what exactly is SEO? So when ranking a site, search engines like Google use bots to crawl over it. Website owners need to make it easy for the bots to crawl a site and set out signals that the site is worth ranking. So imagine the crawlers are like your neighbors. You're meeting them for the first time. you're telling them what is your life about, or what do you do for work, for example, and then they go back home and say, okay, this person is doing this, and then they have an information about you. Bots actually act like that, and they tell search engines, particularly Google, what your website is about. And the main goal to have SEO is to get on top of the SERPs, or search end results pages, and to get more traffic for your website. So speaking about SERPs, we have to understand how these things work. First is the search engine algorithm, and second would be the search engine results pages. This is nothing too complicated. Search engine algorithm is a collection of formulas that determines the quality and relevance of a particular ad or web page to the user's query. And as you know, or as if you don't know, Google somehow changes its algorithm hundreds of times each year. So you always have to keep updated. While SERPs, these are the results that you see whenever you type in a question or a query in Google. And these are the pages that shows up, either first page or up to the 100 pages. Essentially, they are the list of results that search engine returns in response to a specific word or phrase query. And you might ask, why should we really care about SEO? Because your business needs it. It's your main sustainable traffic source, and if you rank well, your site will get more clicks and establish credibility. If you're a local business, it can also help you get more foot traffic. It helps you keep tabs and surpass your competitors. In SEO, we have what we call contents and backlinks. Think of it as a king and a queen. We always say in SEO industry that content is the king, and backlinks is kind of like the queen, because they are more important within your SEO strategy. By creating a high quality content that is optimized for search engines, you can improve your website's ranking and visibility. Remember to focus on creating content that is relevant to your target audience and use keywords naturally. For backlinks, these are especially valuable for SEO because they represent the vote of confidence from one site to another. So in essence, the backlinks to your website are a signal to search engines that others vouch for your content. So the more confident or the more reputable your site is, the more that SEO will like you. Now let's move on to SEO tips and best practices. You can leverage SEO tools with your SEO by having brand awareness, saving time and money, beating competitors, and following a plan. With brand awareness, if you follow optimization guidelines for backlinks and valuable and relevant content leads, it can lead you to better positioning and higher brand awareness. By saving money, doing or using SEO tools, you can avoid recurring costs associated with your SEO needs. Just imagine you are paying for an agency for hundreds of dollars, but if you know how to do your SEO, you can save tons of money to it. Understand what digital strategies and keywords your competitors are doing in order for you to overtake them in online positioning. And by following a plan, you let the SEO tool do the hard work of planning all your necessary SEO actions. So you can just focus on doing what is best for your website. By focusing on content, you can also focus on your keyword optimization, higher authority, visitor engagement, and increasing backlinks. This is important because when your content is well optimized with keywords, it improves your chances of ranking for those terms. And if you have a higher authority, which is the reputation part, you create a valuable content that the other sites are more likely to link back to your website. And that gives search engines the idea that your content is trustworthy. It also means that having a good content or focusing on good content means visitors will spend time exploring your website, reducing bounce rate and increasing conversions, signaling to search engines that your website is relevant and valuable. Also, high quality content attracts links from other websites. We're talking about backlinks. If you focus on backlinks or building on your backlinks, you gain authority and trust, referral traffic, competitive advantage, and faster indexing. Following optimization guidelines for backlinks and valuable and relevant content leads to better positioning and higher brand awareness. When using or when clicking on backlinks, it drives traffic to your site, increasing engagement, conversion, and brand exposure. Quality backlinks from relevant sources can send you a targeted traffic. With your site's robust backlink profile, you are likely to outrank competitors who have fewer or lower quality backlinks too. And of course, if you focus on getting more backlinks, you can support all your sub brands with all your own customization, including multilingual configuration. The benefits of working on your SEO. These are the things that you can achieve with SEO. Aside from attracting qualified website traffic, it can also provide you with a strategy for generating a sustainable website traffic and sales. It reduces and eliminates the ongoing cost of your paid advertising. And by gaining a solid understanding of SEO, you implement effective techniques without the need for outsourcing or hiring external experts. You can also monitor real website progress and performance through traffic, keyword positioning, and insights into user behavior. Also, although it requires time and effort to see improvements, higher rankings can be stable, driving long-lasting traffic without continuous financial investment. So the question now lies, the time and investment that it requires for you to be able to work on your SEO. What will it take for you to succeed online? Definitely your time, patience, because SEO is not an overnight process, and that's a fact. You have to learn and understand SEO, you have to perform keyword analysis, you have to create and optimize content, take time to build high quality backlinks, monitor technical SEO, website maintenance, the works. But you can also use an SEO tool that will help you work on your website. And by using an SEO tool, you can save time, and it doesn't require you to have previous SEO knowledge. It will also give you a lot of learning opportunities. You can also have a continuous improvement with your SEO just by learning or just by using an SEO tool. And you can have a better view of your data insights and especially cost effectiveness. So right now, I'm going to be doing a web app demo of Marketgoo and how our tool works. What is Marketgoo? So Marketgoo is a do-it-yourself SEO tool that helps you and is targeted towards SMBs in helping them achieve their website success by showing them the important issues on their website and having them be resolved by our SEO tool. We also help you perform different tasks that is relevant to your SEO. Our tool has these features. We have the SEO report that you can download and custom SEO plans with tasks, report that is updated every month, monthly progress report, and optimization tool for each page. You can track up to 20 keywords, and you can monitor up to 4 competitors that you have. With our partner One.com, you can have our tool by going inside your control panel, clicking on Search Engine Optimizer, and getting to choose the kind of subscription that you prefer. So how it works? We do a website audit, and then we do health checks, then we do keyword research, and of course, you can optimize existing pages, and then we increase your site's popularity. By logging into our tool for the first time, you will be directed to a 4-step wizard that will ask relevant information about you and your website. If your website is promoting something, where are you based? And then we generate a general overall SEO score for you to work on. In here, we have a customer, a very successful customer that we have in Marketgoo. And this is the account that he has been working for since 2018. And as you see, by using our tool, it will give you the direct task that you need to work on within your website, along with the instructions on how you can achieve it. It can also give you the links off to the pages of your website, into which you can focus on keywords, and by working on them, you will have the information right in front of your eyes. So you don't get confused with anything that you need to work on. Our tool also have a built-in keyword research, into which you can search for all the relevant keywords for your website. Let's try this out. I will select a keyword that is related to this website and try to search it. And as you see, our tool is giving the position already and recommending to you what types of keywords are relevant to the website. You can also type whatever that is relevant to your
Oh,
website.
just a moment. Sorry to interrupt, but I think it's still on the slides. It's not showing the tool itself because it's looping on a.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, sorry
As
about
I
that.
mentioned,
Yeah.
it's okay. Yeah. So going back, our tool will give you directly information that you have for your website, SEO related information that is related to your website, and you can easily see the information that you need to do or the instructions that you have to do in order for you to optimize those tasks. We have the global score here, into which you can focus on working on, and be also to have the data that you will need for improving your website. We also have links in optimizing your pages. This displays all the information or all the pages on your website that you can focus optimization for keywords. And as I was doing earlier, we are trying to have a focus keyword in here by adding our recommended keywords to the tool. You can also search it on your own, or you can have the information or the keywords that we have for you. And from there, you will have the instructions or the list of tasks that you can do in order for you to fully optimize that page. We also have Analyze, which is the main feature that we have because it displays real-time traffic for your website. If you can also connect your Google Analytics account and monitor the progress of your keywords within different search engines like Google, Bing, and Yahoo. Last but not the least, this is what I get a lot from our customers. So How can I monitor the competition with your tool? Simply, you have to find the competitors by looking in the same industry that you're operating in. For example, this website already acknowledges his competitors by looking at other website that is in the same industry. You have a carpentry store, the Brooks Timber store, that is also in the same industry with this customer. And from here, it will show you the backlinks that is going to your website competitors. You can track them if they are performing better than you, or if you are performing, in this case, this website is performing better than these competitors. And that's practically it. It's pretty straightforward, and all you have to do is get started with working on your SEO tool. Here are some of the case studies that we have. This is Rickstone Amplifiers. It's a customer of One.com that just by using our SEO tool, they have increased the number of ranked keywords and the number of backlinks after using our product. We also have Philip, who is also using our tool from One.com. And once he used our tool, over time, he increased the number of keywords in the top 10 Google results and the number of ranked keywords as well, and including his backlinks. So if you have any other questions, you can always contact One.com support team, which is support@one.com, or go to their help desk, which is at help.one.com, and you can have their representatives always willing to help you.
Cool. That's really nice, Earl. Thanks for showing around the tool and explaining it to the audience a bit more about SEO. I hope you guys enjoyed this, but let's go through some of the questions we have in here. That would be nice to clear and get some more explanation into it, right? So the first one we got here is, how can Marketgoo help me with SEO?
Sure. So Marketgoo can help you by identifying the areas for improvement of your website, and at the same time help you keep track of your website performance, especially the areas that contribute to SEO and the ones that contribute to your website ranking. Simple as that. The tool is specifically made for new beginners in the SEO space, so they won't have any difficulty with understanding what they need to do.
That's really nice. And then we had another question here that is very common, is what is the difference of Marketgoo among other SEO tools?
Right. Very good questions. There are many SEO tools out there, of course, but since the inception of Marketgoo, we have always been focused, apart from the SEO strategies, we also have been focused with SMBs. And we stand out by providing an easy, up-to-date recommendations to keep up with Google and other search engines, providing simple explanations of SEO concepts, and also through our dedicated support and from your dedicated support as well. From real-world SEO expert and marketing experts.
All right, and then we have another question here is, will you do the changes on my behalf? So how does that work exactly?
We get this a lot, like, but the answer is no. Since our tool is a do-it-yourself tool, you will have to use, or you will have to do the changes on your own. So we help customers by analyzing their site and giving us recommendation. We will not have any access to the website, and we will be giving all the instructions and all the metrics that is relevant to their SEO performance. And but the thing is, we will not be able to make changes for them. And although this doesn't mean that we will not help them resolving, issues with their Marketgoo account, especially One.com support team will always be available for questions and issues that they will encounter.
Yeah, exactly. It's important to mention that you guys won't do the work on their behalf, but of course you will be there all the steps and all the way with them. The tool itself is very intuitive and easy to use, but also in case you need help and what's not, you can always contact us and we'll help you with our support team to get better results. And
Definitely.
then that's another important question that we have here. And when do I expect results?
Wow. I also get this a lot because whenever a customer asks me, and this is the reality of SEO, I will always tell to them that it's very straightforward. There's no definitive time period for websites to be appearing in search engine results. That's why the very first question would be for customers is how much time and patience will you invest on this? Because it could vary from a couple of days to months, and some even like website owners report longer than that. And depending on your commitment in optimizing a website for a given week or day, then it could take you either faster or slower. But the good thing with using our SEO tool actually is that you can keep it at your own pace. So say for example you have Marketgoo, um, you sign up for Market right now, and you don't know what to do, and you're still trying to figure out how you can exactly do instructions that we say on working for SEO towards your website. You can take your time because that's how we actually designed the product. So you can get to choose how fast or how slow you will progress over time. But of course, just to add to that, like there are certain actions that you can take in order to make your website more friendly to search engines. And as I mentioned earlier, and I have already highlighted, there are two things that stands out most, which is content and backlinks. Content is king and backlinks is queen. So if they focus on creating good quality content and working on their reputation with backlinks, then I can always guarantee that their progress will always be much faster than the rest of the people who are already started with SEO.
All right. Let me see here. We had another question here that it was from the chat, but I believe that Damon has already replied. But what are backlinks? Do you want to just elaborate a bit more on this question as well?
Sure, sure, sure. Backlinks are links that is coming from another website to your website. So, for example, one blog would reference another blog that is already counted as a backlink. And even just by linking a URL or like your website address to another website, that is already considered a backlink. Why? It connects or it informs search engines that this website has connected to your website. And the thing about Marketgoo, and I wanted to also highlight this during our presentation with the demo, you see or you saw them that we also monitor backlinks within the tool. And one thing that stands out with Marketgoo is that we only show good quality backlinks. Why? Because other tools out there, they will show all the backlinks, but with Marketgoo, the moment that you enter your website into our platform, we already remove or we already choose what kind of backlinks you have and if they are good for you. And then we remove the bad ones so that you are always sure that you are having or growing the good backlinks. Also, I
Yeah.
forgot to mention, this is not related to the question, But during the first time that any user actually puts their website in MarketGoo or enters the website address in MarketGoo, we help them in the background already by submitting to an online directory the website. So if they have a new website, for example, it's very good because once they type in their website and it activates on MarketGoo, we already send it to an online directory to help them with indexing or getting found on Google or any search engines.
That's really nice, and it's nice to hear because I have experienced myself on my personal websites of how hard it is to get a feeling of which links are good or not on your website. So the fact that MarketGoo already filters that for you, that's a great advantage. So if you have already tried other tools, you know what I'm talking about, and it's really nice that you brought this up as well, Earl. So we have some other questions in here that were also answered in the chat. Do you have time to cover maybe a few of them here as well live?
Sure.
All right, so just as the next one here, we had, can you explain more in detail the process of keyword search?
Yeah. So keyword search is also a very important part of doing your SEO. Keyword search is how you find or you focus a relevant information on your website or content. So by doing keyword research, you focus the, sorry, let me rephrase that. So, keyword research is finding the right keywords that tells the information about your website. So, say for example, I have a barber shop. In order to find the keyword for my website that is about barbershop, I need to find the keywords that will speak to Google what my website is about. And that is by doing keyword research. So how can you do keyword research? You can use our built-in keyword research tool, which you can find under Optimize, or you can simply check on the industry or the website industry that you have. For example, my example is the barbershop, and what would be the relevant keyword for the barbershop? Is it? It could be that you can put a barbershop near me or barbershop in this X location. The best practice with doing keyword research is always start local, meaning you choose the keywords that is closer to your location and closer to the to where your business is situated. If it's a business online, you try to make it a bit closer to you as well. Because why? If you try to have a keyword that is very general, you will end up competing with a lot of other websites. But if you try to specify it, then you have more chances of getting ranked up. Because why? You have keywords that are more unique. And there's one important thing about keyword research also. You have to choose keywords that are unique and has less competition because it's easier for you to be able to rank. So by choosing those keywords, and how can you use it? Or how if you already find your keywords, how can you use it? You can create content about it. This is where good quality content comes in. You have to put that keyword in that content. For example, you write an article or you create a video that has the keywords, put the title or put in the video that it talks about the keyword that you have selected. It could be a lot of different ways in order for you to use that keyword. So it's always important also that you monitor those keywords if they're working for you. Because even if you have already selected keywords, it could be that it is not working for your website. So you have Marketgoo, an SEO tool, telling you that hey, this keyword that you have chosen isn't ranking at all after some time. But if it's ranking, then good. you can work on it and probably create more content around it. And that's how you can be able to have a good strategy when it comes to keyword research.
That's really nice. Thanks for the answer. I think it was a really detailed answer. Maybe we go through a couple more questions in here from the chat. So we have this one. Does the app works on the backlinks, or is it just improvement in SEO drives backlinks?
Sorry, can you repeat the question, please?
Yes. Does the app works on the backlinks? So that was the first part of the question. And then second part is, or is it just improvement in SEO and then drives backlinks? So I think he meant, or it just improves the SEO, which then drives backlinks to your website.
Yeah. It's actually more of the second one, because again, we don't have access to the website itself. So you will have to make sure that those links are maintained or even increased, that those good quality backlinks are maintained. And one good advantage about it, as I have already mentioned, is that when Marketgoo shows you those backlinks, you can already know, or you already have an idea that those are the backlinks that you need to focus on. Now, in terms of finding backlinks, because I get this a lot too, like customers are asking, where do I get these good quality backlinks then? Or like, how can I find it? So the very basic answer that I always say is that you try to network with other website that is either complementing your industry or that is directly within your industry. So say, for example, the barbershop example that I gave. Um, you can find other complementary websites that talks about barbershop or services about barbershop that you can exchange backlinks with. You can message the website owner, or you can participate in the comment section, probably linking your website and sharing what your website is about. You can also do submit to online directories in which you can gain a backlink. There are tons of ways in order for you to be able to get good quality backlinks. And of course, if they want to have an expert advice, then they can reach out to your support also. And if there's any much more complicated or technical questions, then you can also direct it to us through One.com.
Yeah, just pointing that creating backlinks, like good backlinks, is always a challenge, right, Earl? So
Yeah.
I think those tips that you gave is a good starting point, but you have to always keep exploring options on how you can get better links overall. But it's a process you will have to keep working a long time to get those links. But it's definitely worth in terms of SEO, right?
Yeah. As I said, like all depends on the time and the commitment that they're willing to make for working on their SEO.
All right, I think just maybe a last question here for us to wrap up the Q&A. So we have this question: will it be a good strategy to spend some time every day working with my SEO?
For a beginner, I would say in a week. Um, you don't really have to do it every day, but at least in a week, probably 3 to 5 times or 5 days at least. The minimum should be around 3. There's definitely not a single exact value, but for starters or for someone who is starting in SEO, I would always recommend more time from the start. And when you get things already set up, you can already try to lessen it and go at your own pace. And the good thing about, again, using our tool is that it doesn't force you anything. It's not like you're required to have or to do things all at once. You can have it at your own pace, and the more that you're investing your time into it and learning, because this is important. Like I everyone could just go to an easier route, which is hiring, agencies or other freelancers to work on their SEO. But as a business owner, it would be best to have at least a good grasp or understanding with the foundations on how to do the SEO.
Yeah, pretty cool, man. So I think that's a wrap for the Q&A. I would like to thank you very much, Earl, to taking the time to doing this live session here with us. I think it was really nice, and I think our customers can learn a lot from you guys. And definitely check out also, they have a YouTube channel. Earl promised that they will start creating more content for it. So just go there and subscribe. I think Damien can leave a link in there to their YouTube channel. And also, would like to thank our other partner, that is the Startup Central, who also helped us coordinate this webinar. So if you're just a young entrepreneur and you're looking for some help on how to succeed with your business, they are a really good company that can help you all the way. So I would also recommend you to check their website. So I'll ask Elena to post it here in the chat as well. But that's pretty much it for today, Earl. Do you have any other comments or things you want to close this webinar with?
Well, first of all, thank you also to you guys at One.com for giving us the opportunity to share. I know it's not the perfect presentation, but you're always welcome with asking more questions right after this webinar. And again, I would always encourage for any business owners to get started on their SEO journey, because that is the very integral part of their business.
Yeah, exactly. And like, you can spend a lot of money with paid ads, but as soon as you stop paying the ads, you will stop the traffic on your website. But if you work on SEO, it will last long, right? So that's
Exactly.
a good strategy if you're playing the long run in there, to work a lot on SEO to get that traffic always coming up to your website. So I think that's a pretty good wrap up. Earl, thank you very much again for your participation.
Thank you
And
too.
I see you guys around in other webinars.
Thank you. Have a good day, everyone.
You too. Bye bye, guys.